But if I told Colonel Gregory what happened out there, he'd conclude that I was, well, space happy.
You're not responsible for the conclusions of your commanding officer.
In all due respect, Commander, in this case, I'm not so sure.
What do you mean?
Something's out there in space that regulations don't cover. Commander, I want a brainograph test so I can be sure of myself, sure that my mind isn't playing tricks on me.
Grayson, suppose you tell me the whole story.
All right, Commander. I was about to head back to Mercury when I saw a meteor. I tracked it on the viewscope to see if it was headed toward any shipping lanes.
Yes?
It was still pretty big on the screen when it suddenly vanished.
Exploded?
No, sir, just vanished. I started after it, checked for fragments. There weren't any. It was just as though the meteor disappeared into a hole in space.
A hole in space?
I know it doesn't make sense, but that's the only way I can describe it. Nothing showed up on the viewscope. I tried both the ultraviolet and infrared scanners. Nothing.
What about the cosmic missile system?
I swung in a wide circle around the point where the meteor disappeared. Suddenly a black spot appeared on the sun, as though a planet were between me and the sun, an eclipse.
But it wasn't a planet?
No. There was no planet within thousands of DUs. There was nothing, no solid object to account for that spot.
Maybe it was on the sun itself.
No, because it moved across the sun in relation to the movement of my ship. That's when I fired the cosmic missiles.
What happened?
The missiles vanished.
Without an explosion?
Without an explosion.
Lieutenant, that's the strangest story.
You don't believe me? I didn't say that. I think your account deserves further investigation. You should have told Colonel Gregory. He'd have put me in the infirmary for a mental and emotional checkup. I figured I'd get a brainograph test sooner if I risked disciplinary action. I was right to send me here to Terra immediately.
That isn't a very wise risk to take.
Commander, that thing in space, whatever it is moving. Look at the observatory. It's whirling toward it. Abby, pull away from it.
I'm trying to, sir, but the rockets don't seem to have any effect.
Use full power on your starboard rocket.
I am, but we're caught in some sort of a whirlpool.
That hit full repeller ray. If you're caught in that cycle flex, you're finished.